Hello there and welcome back. If it's your first time here, then great to have you along. If you've been around before, then you know how we do things here. I'm Clive Gilson, your fireside storyteller, and this is Tales from the World's Firesides. It's where ancient legends, forgotten folk tales, and the strangest myths get a brand new life. Today's tale, well, buckle up, it's a bit of an interesting one. We're in Armenian folklore today, where sorcerers lurk in plain sight, princesses are far tougher than they seem, and mysterious folk can change anything. This one is the legend of Artasches and Artavasd, packed with magic, mistaken identities, secret powers, the usual heartbreak. So hit the like button, grab a cup of tea or coffee, get comfy, and let's jump straight into the story. The legends of Artasches and Artavasd. The legends of Artasches and Satanik and of Artavasd, the son of Artasches, belong to the Arsacid period, for Artavasd and Artasches are Armenian kings of the Arsacid dynasty. That's according to Moses. The Alans, who according to the legend were a neighbouring people residing in the mountain region in the vicinity of Georgia, spread themselves over Armenia while Artashes, the Armenian king, collected a great army and forced the Alans then to retreat across the river Kur, where they pitched camp. The son of the Alan king was taken captive and brought to Artashes, which forced the former to seek peace on whatever terms the Armenian king might wish, provided only that his son was returned in safety. But Artashes refused, whereupon the sister of the captured boy came to the riverbank and, standing upon a great rock, spoke to the men in the camp of Artashes by means of interpreters, saying, "O brave Artashes, who has vanquished the great nation of Alans, I speak to you. Come, listen to the bright-eyed daughter of the Alan king, and give back the boy, for it is not the way of heroes to destroy life at the root, nor for the sake of humbling and enslaving a hostage to establish everlasting enmity between two great nations." Artashes, having heard these words, went to the riverbank, and having seen that the girl was beautiful, and having listened to her words of wisdom, wished to marry her. His chamberlain considered it a wise stroke of policy, and therefore went to the Alan king, soliciting the hand of the princess for his master, whose oaths and assurances of peace he vouched for, together with the promise to return the boy. Now the king of the Alans answered, "From where shall brave Artashes give thousands upon thousands, and tens of thousands upon tens of thousands in return for the maiden?" Brave King Artashes mounted his fine black charger and took much gold, leather, and crimson dye with him as a dowry. Like a swift-winged eagle he passed over the river, and, having paid the bride price, he cast a golden ring round the waist of the Alan princess, causing much pain to the tender maiden as he bore her swiftly back to his camp. It rained showers of gold when Artashes became a bridegroom. It rained pearls when Princess Satanik became a bride, for it was the custom of kings to scatter coins amongst the people when they arrived at the doors of the temple for their wedding, as also for the queens to scatter pearls in their bride chamber. After 51 years of a very prosperous reign, Artashes, who was very much beloved by his people, died. The funeral procession was a most magnificent one, and many of the people killed themselves out of love for their dead king, according to the custom of the time. And when the body was laid in the grave, they threw precious jewels, gold, and silver after it. Nor did the lamenting and suicide stop after his burial, for upon the grave of their dead king, the nobles and the people continued to kill themselves. So great was the slaughter that Artavasd, son of Artashes, and king after his father's death, addressed the spirit of his dead father, saying, "Behold, you are taking all with you. Will you leave me to rule over ruins and the dead?" Whereupon the spirit of Artashes cursed him and said, "When you ride forth to hunt over the free heights of Ararat, the strong one shall have you and shall take you up on the free heights of Ararat. There you shall abide and never more see the light." It came to pass that one day while out hunting, Artavasd was seized by some visionary terror and lost his reason. Urging his horse down a steep bank, he fell into a chasm where he sank and disappeared. Old women told how he was confined in a cavern and bound with iron chains which his 2 dogs gnawed at daily in order to set him free. But somehow, at the sound of the hammers striking on the anvils, the chains were continually strengthened. Artavasd spent his remaining years alone in the solitude of Ararat, in accordance with his father's curse. And that's a wrap for the Legends of Artasches and Artavasd. This story was adapted from Louis A. Boettiger's version of the same tale, first published in Armenian Legends and Festivals in 1920 by the University of Minnesota, Minneapolis. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. It really means a lot when you do. If this tale makes you smile, gives you chills, or reminds you of something maybe your grandparents used to tell you, then stick around. There's plenty more where that came from. I've got full collections of stories from across the Middle East, Asia and beyond over on Amazon, and there's a link below that you can check out. If you're curious about the voice behind the mic, then come and say hi at clivegilson.com. I'm always happy to connect. And if you enjoyed this tale, do hit that like, subscribe button and maybe share with friends who love magical tales. Every little click helps these stories find more listeners and keeps the fire crackling here too. Until next time then, stay curious, stay cozy and keep those stories flowing, because every tale we share keeps something old and wonderful alive. Catch you in the next one. Take care.